Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. As always, man, I'd like to show my gratitude for everybody clicking on this video. Make sure y'all hit that like button and also hit that bell if you haven't subscribed already. I greatly appreciate you. I hope everybody's having a blessed day, a beautiful weekend. And I really want to get into this topic today, guys. People will hate you for doing this. Whether it's family, whether it's your friends, your girlfriend, you know, even just random people. They will hate you for trying to shine your light. Excuse me, force your light. Right? Let's don't get it twisted. We always gonna shine our light. But when you start to force your light, this is when you're gonna start to meet resentment. People are gonna meet you with resentment. Okay, so we're about to tap in, man. Make sure y'all stick around for the whole video. You have to let people live their life. Let people walk their own journey. All right? When you try to force someone into the same ideology that you have, and you look down on them because they don't have the same perspective as you, you're going to be met with resentment. People are going to hate you for that. Because for one, you're going against the universal law, which is free will. And we have certain things that we have to go through in our life for us to grow and evolve. So by you trying to force your ways on someone, you could be stopping them from growing. You could be stunting their growth. You can't force information on people. You know, I learned the hard way. When you try to tell people how to live based on what works for you, and you try to force it on them and try to make them seem like they're wrong and you're right and you're being self-righteous, that's the wrong way to go. That's not how you reach people. That's not how you touch people. You have to lead and live your life by example. And you have to let those who resonate with you come to you for help. Right? You don't go out there looking to help people, because this is a sure way to make people hate you. Like I said, I learned the hard way when I was trying to tell people to eat a certain way. And, you know, even with family, just certain things that I adopted. And I started to say these things, and I was met with heavy resentment. It was like I was trying to be better than them, or I was looking down on them. And that's not how I felt with myself, but I had to put my ego in check. You know, I had to put my ego in check and see it from their perspective. You can't just come in somebody's life and try to tell them they need to switch the way that they're living. You know, it's like, what? Like you hitting somebody with, that's heavy. You hitting them with a heavy blow when you say that. You can't just tell somebody to just change their life all of a sudden in one day. That's an overload. You feel me? So you have to lead by example. You do you. You live your life. And people will see the results. And the results will bring in people to resonate with you. They'll ask questions. Oh, dang, let me go check out what he doing, man. I see his life. He glowing. You know, he living right. Everything is working for him in his life. I need some of that energy. Let me go check him out. Let me try to, you know, mimic this lifestyle so I can help myself. If you look at the story of Christ, Christ wasn't walking around here judging people and condemning people to hell, and just because they didn't see eye to eye with him, he was on this high horse telling them that they're bad. No, Christ had unconditional love, understanding. When Christ was out here prophesizing, he wasn't in the church. He wasn't talking to righteous people. Christ was in the trenches. Christ was talking to the worst of the worst. But he was spreading the gospel. He was spreading his lifestyle on what he did and how he can help others. Right? And they resonated with him. Why? Because Christ didn't judge them. He let them be who they are. He didn't look down on them. And they resonate with that. So you got to connect with people. You got to be able to connect with people on the same frequency. That's what being chosen is all about. Right? You got to know how to connect with everybody. You can't put yourself in this box and think you're going to reach people. No, you still got to go out and you got to be a part of the world in some way, right? Just like how in the Matrix, they can jump in and out the Matrix, in and out the program. That's how you got to be. You got to come in, you got to be able to blend in and be able to resonate with people on their level, on their frequency, right? But never losing touch with who you are. That's what it's about. That's how you reach folks. But if you try to come in and look down on people and say they're bad, you going to hell, and you trying to look down on people all the time, bro, they're going to hate you. They're not going to mess with you. And why would they? You always got to be able to have social awareness, being able to put yourself in other people's shoes and see how they're taking the situation. You always have to be able to put yourself in other people's shoes and see it from their perspective, because you'll get locked into your own ego and not see nobody's ways but yours. This is what intuition and having empathy is. You got to feel the environment, and you got to know how to interact with people accordingly. We all wake up at different times. The chosen ones now, you woke up first. It is what it is. But that doesn't mean that you're better than anyone else. It's your responsibility to lead and live by example, so that your light, your energy sparks the others around you to awaken. Okay? You show by example. And then others will follow. They will follow you, and they will see the lifestyle that you live. When you're putting that good energy out, it's going to spark the change in others. They're going to start to evolve. I've seen it firsthand. The people around me, the people that I love, start eating better, start living a healthier lifestyle, start doing everything in their power to become better within themselves. You never know who's watching you. Okay, just because you might not think no one's looking, but trust me, someone's always looking. Someone is always looking. So you always got to be on point with how you live, how you direct yourself. Okay? Focus on getting yourself right. When you focus on getting self right, you're going to start living right. And then when you start living right, your energy is going to be so contagious that others, they want to know what you're doing. You know, what's the secret? How are you getting all these blessings? How are you so successful right now? Every time I see you, you got high spirits. Every time I see you, you glowing. You looking good. You are like a magnet. You don't got to go out here and impose your ideologies or your will on anybody. You will attract those who need you. Guys, I tell you all the time, it's no coincidence why you stumbled across these videos. You're watching these videos because it's time for you to awaken. It's time for you to evolve. And you had the questions. You needed answers. So you were led. The Most High works in mysterious ways. And the Most High can use any form of media, any outlet, anything in this matrix to communicate with you. It might be unorthodox, but that's what the mystery is. So you can hear a lyric in a song that'll give you a light code to awaken. You can watch a YouTube video that'll give you light codes to awaken. You can watch a movie. You can play a video game. And it might be little pieces in those media, in those pieces of content that's going to give you the download you need to change, to unlock the DNA inside. You gotta, no matter what happens, no matter how much knowledge and how high your consciousness gets, that you always stay humble. And you always understand that a man that knows something knows nothing at all. Just because you at this level right now, that don't mean you know everything. And you're not in any position to look down on anyone, because you're still living this life. You're still trying to work on yourself. You're still going through struggles, trials, and tribulations too. So how dare you look down on somebody else? You're supposed to help. You're supposed to shine your light. You're supposed to understand. You're supposed to spread love. Not hate, not judgment, not jealousy, not envy. You're doing the opposite of what you came here to do. Right? So let's get off our high horse, man. Let's get off that high horse. Let's stop looking down on people and start connecting with the people. Connecting with the people who need our connection. All right? If people don't agree with you, if you see them living a lifestyle that's in disagreement with you, oh well. You know, you keep doing you. You lead by example. But don't judge that person, because you don't know what the Most High is taking them through. The Most High might be taking them through that situation for a reason, so they can grow. But when you try to judge and try to tell them, no, you try to interfere, you might be interfering with a blessing, with God's plan. Just like the same way that when you went through your awakening stage and you had to go through all these trials and tribulations and traumas, everything came to the surface and you had to deal with it. You got to let other people deal with it their way too. Okay? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can talk about knowledge all you want to. You can try to tell somebody what to do all you want to, but until they make up that decision, until they make that decision within themselves, nothing's going to happen, because life is all about self. Your life, your journey is all about you. You have to be in control of your destiny, not nobody else. So let's stop walking around here judging folks, because all you're doing is bringing resentment to yourself, making people hate you. And not only that, they're not going to respect the movement. They're not going to respect what you're doing, because they're going to think that you're just somebody who's high and mighty and think you're better than everybody. Okay? Hey, gang, so I just want to make this video real quick, man. If you don't want people hating you, stop trying to impose your will on them. Let them be. Let them live their life. And when they need help, they'll come to you. Right? That being said, if you guys want to donate to the channel, I'll leave all my links in the description and in my pinned comments. If you need a consultation, you want to talk to your boy Tay, I'll leave a link for that as well. With that being said, man, y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out. Peace.